Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is D.G. Chichester, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Hey, who's in the mood for some 20-year-old justice?
It's got one more year to cure until I'm allowed to legally take it on a date. So.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe next year we'll do the live commentary when it turns 21. It'll be a drunk commentary.
Oh, yes. Be like it's old enough for Lilith to examine in detail. Yes. All right.
Exactly.
All right, kids. Welcome back to another episode. The 50th episode of The Devil You Know.
Suck it, losers. We did it, boys. We made it to 50.
I am Phil, and joining me as always, my co-counsel it is.
Hey, y'all. You know me. Little Hellfire. Just a salty person. If you're not listening to Salty and Petty, you're making a grave error in judgment, because that's where you're missing out on the deep dives and inside jokes.
The female Tony Stark. You know who I am.
Exactly.
Again, we don't have time to do what we do now. When I'm just like, man, we should do an Iron Man podcast just so you know.
No,
Look,
I have to talk Phil off a ledge of making a new podcast like once a week. No joke.
I don't know about once a week, maybe once a month.
Once a month. Yeah.
It just hit me today. I was just like, a captain of bad life decisions, examining the fictional works of another captain of bad life decisions.
Hey!
You're not as bad. You're not as bad.
From one alcoholic to another. Wait a minute, Charlie. You have to do the Iron Man Charlie.
Well, demon in a bottle. Oh my God, is that our subtle intervention? Hey, Lilith, remind me to do a story with you about Hal Jordan. I know.
Even if I did have the power to age someone up, I wouldn't do it. They're still mentally 13, and I don't want to be talking about Nintendo Switch and Madden all day. It's bad enough people that are 25 still do that.
Why? We're mentally 13.
Exactly. I hate myself. I don't want to be with somebody just like me. I'm not waiting for me to sweep me off my feet.
Oh, nice. I knew you. I was wondering which one of us get there first. Hail. All right. So.
I'm going to make you feel old, Phil. But now I feel old looking back at it. This literally came out when I was a senior. Valentine's Day, senior in high school.
Oh, did you go on a date to see this?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, that's right, kids. Some lucky.
I was trying to find my Polaroids. I can't.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh, kids.
Polaroids are greater than Kodak Instant.
Oh, some lucky young man took Lilith to the movies, grabbed some elbow, and thought he got to second base.
Or vice versa, whatever.
Oh! Whoa!
But yeah, no, I was just thinking back on this movie. I'm like, why I remember it so fondly. Yeah, this is like one of the last movies that I got real nostalgic. And this is when I was a Ben Affleck apologist. Ben Affleck is the original Chris Evans for me. Like, I know he's a white guy from Boston, and he's proved to be a white guy from Boston by getting married to Jennifer Lopez on the plantation. But he was riding the coattails of Matt Damon at the time, and I think this role was actually very perfect. So Chris Evans can get it all day, every day. Listen, every day I just wait on the Chris Evans bomb to drop. I know it's gonna happen. I know it is.
And yeah, you don't have to make me feel old, because I was just like, if I'm not thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, when did this movie come out? Like 5-10 years ago? No, it's been 20 years.
20.
I know, and for
literally this year is my unit. I was like, holy shit. It's in June, so I'm just frick.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's just like 2003 was your you graduated in 2003?
Yeah.
Oh, did you graduate early?
Yeah.
Shit. See, kids, remember the genius and evil genius.
Exactly.
But no, I'm just like, I watched this yesterday. for a superhero movie of this time.
I think it holds up. Man.
No, it's good for, especially considering the time period it came out. Yeah. Pre MCU. Yeah. Again, I'd rather see another Ben Affleck Daredevil than him as Batman again.
Agreed.
I thought she was going to disagree with me there for a second. Yeah, no.
I never thought he was fit for Batman.
No.
So yeah, I totally agree about that. They need to let that go. But I realized that I haven't been playing this damn soundtrack for 20 years. I looked at my Amazon Music and I was like, holy frick! I am still rocking Evanescence. Listen, I love Nickelback. I love a Canadian band. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah,
this is my era. Like my high school music, this was it. If it was loud, angry, and aggressive, I was listening to it. So post grunge, new metal, this soundtrack is a classic. It's a banger.
Oh yeah, I have it on.
It has My Immortal, first of all, and then Bring Me to Life. Excuse me? No Marvel cinematic soundtrack is topping this ever. With the exception, of course, the original Black Panther, the first Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
That is the only one that can compete with this. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah, you said that'd be a nice back to back. Listen,
we should do a ranking on best mix.
Oh yeah, I mean we could do just superhero soundtracks in general. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like I just realized, I was like, I've literally been listening to these same songs for 20 years.
I mean, I've loved the soundtrack since it came out also, but it's like, I was like watching the movie, I'm just like, oh yeah, 2003, yeah.
Oh man, I mean, Bring Me to Life is literally synonymous with this movie, because obviously the clips are in it, it's still like all that.
Oh yeah. Anytime I hear that song, I think of this movie.
Exactly. It's kind of just like, you think of, Radioactive, I think of the pilot episode of...
Yes. I mean, and you talked about it, Ben Affleck in this movie. Yes, a very healthy Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. And this is fresh off of her Alias TV show and stuff like that. So she was, and they go on to, get married and stuff, become Bennifer 2.0.
Yeah.
And I always felt she was too good for him. Turns out I was right. Him and J-Lo deserve each other. If you know, you know. But yeah, I was like, I used to be a huge Kevin Smith fan, so he's very much within the Kevin universe and stuff. Dogma's one of my favorite movies.
Speaking
also, the other one where they go become comic book. I forget.
Yeah, but again, Kevin Smith is for 2 seconds is in this movie, so.
Jack Kirby, baby.
I know. I forgot about that.
It was like the audacity of it all.
It's always like Kirby. Well, again, all the secondary characters in this had to be named after. Well, most of them were named after Daredevil writers, but
yeah, which is cute. And I thought that this movie, it's such a shame because I love Jon Favreau as an actor, but more importantly as a director and a producer. He's a real connector of people, and he has a real love for the art. And I just thought, what if Jon Favreau actually, or if they ever rebooted it or wanted to give Ben Affleck another, yeah.
They should, even if it's only an episode or two, when the Daredevil show comes out, they should let Favreau direct at least one episode.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it would only make sense. Or he's like Foggy's dad or something.
Oh, yeah. So or at least let him direct one or two episodes.
I say let him direct them all, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's too busy with his cooking and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 1 or 2 episodes was really an amazing, kind of full circle moment.
I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of directors because remember, was it 24 episodes or something?
Oh, they upped it because I thought it was 18.
Oh no, maybe is it 18?
It's 18.
18, okay, but that's
still. I checked. It could change.
But that's still a lot for a Disney Plus series.
It's so much. It's gonna be a very interesting project to keep your eye on. And allegedly Mike Coulter and Kristen Ritter might be back. They were kind of spotted around the area.
Well, yeah, I did see the Kristen Ritter rumor, but Mike Coulter was also seen.
Yeah, well, he works on Evil in New York. So.
Yeah.
But I think they were actually spotted in LA together is what raised the eyebrows. I'm pretty sure Evil shoots in New York. Curious. I mean, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, this movie, I forgot how good. I mean, I knew it was good, but I forgot how good it was.
Listen, I found out Roger Ebert, who literally hates superhero movies, loved this movie. I mean, and now this is crazy. I was reading his review, and he says, I'm getting a little bit tired of superhero origin stories. This is 2003. This is how I know Disney pays reviewers. I'm just saying. This is how I know. Because that was 2003. We weren't really living in that era. It was like X-Men, Spider-Man, and Blade in this movie.
Yeah.
And Blade's origin movie really isn't even an origin movie. Technically, 2 is more of an origin movie than anything.
And again, I mean, Daredevil wasn't a household name at this point. You needed his origin. Like when Iron Man first appeared, you needed that origin for the masses. But it's like, yeah, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. You don't need to do the... Yeah.
And it's like, well, Angel is still literally Angel in 2004.
Yeah.
So, like, brooding was a thing.
Hmm?
You know, it's very, I love the, Justice Center photography is very gothic. It's a little cheesy and look back, you know, always on a gargoyle. It's giving very much Batman. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's very much giving Batman.
Well, again, after Frank Miller, it's like, how often have we had a bright, shiny, happy Daredevil even?
Exactly. And I am so sad that this movie never got a sequel because Ben Affleck, I don't know if you guys know this, he got like really invested in the character. He wanted it to take a darker tone. He wanted to do like Born Again storyline or what was the other one? I forget. It was another one that was like kind of darker and grittier too, but he definitely wanted to do Born Again. And you know, this is before like, you know, the Henry Cavill, quote unquote, he's a fake nerd. I'm not gonna get on. But yeah, he really wanted to be invested and he negotiated and he instead walked away and that was part. Also, he got pissed that they cut out an Elektra. Make the movie, but if you know anything about Elektra, they actually ended up deleting that scene and it's a bonus scene.
Oh, really? They actually had him show up.
Yeah, he actually filmed it and everything, and they cut it at the request of Jennifer Garner. Actually, she's like, "Yeah, I really would love for Daredevil to make a cameo so that we keep the universe connected." Like they had a lot invested in these characters, and it's such a shame we never really got to see them reprise the roles. Like I don't know that I don't think Elektra really did it for me as like a real life Elektra fan. Yeah, Jennifer Garner, she is a kick-ass woman who can do her own substance. But I don't know, like that movie just wasn't written very well.
Again, it's the thing of Hollywood trying to shove too much into it at once. You know, it's like we're doing the, you know. I mean,
we even had Karen Page in this movie though, Keith. So
I mean, for 2 seconds, yeah.
Though, you know, she's a pain to work with, so I get it.
Kind of recast.
Katherine Heigl, please, at the height of grace, forget about it.
I mean, again, it's like, you know, it's. Again, they try to do Daredevil's origin. Then you're already doing Elektra. You're already bringing in the Kingpin for the first time. It's like it's too much.
Kingpin was the best decision. I'm gonna not lie. And this is where like Michael Clark Duncan, like that is a chef's kiss casting. May he rest in power. I thought he was the best thing about the movie to me.
Oh yeah, I mean physically he fit the role. He's an actor. He's a good actor. So yeah, I mean a big.
And it's like. You don't even care that he's black. Like, literally, nobody. This is 2003.
Nobody.
Black because he literally embodied the role.
Yes. He again, physically, he fit the role and is a good actor.
We are regressing as a society. Like, when you think that Catwoman and the Joker were a black woman and a Mexican guy back in the 60s and nobody batted an eyelash, and literally we have, like, a black Catwoman now and everybody's pissed. Like, I can't with fandom. Chronically online takes, man. That's the only thing I can say.
Well, one, it's like were the complaints theirs, but we didn't have the internet, so we didn't know.
No, we had the internet. I looked up the forums.
In the 60s?
Everybody loved Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh no, I meant in the 60s with the Batman stuff.
I'm sure they would have had written firmly worded letters to the FCC like they did. Like we got 100 complaints for Rihanna's Super Bowl. I'm like, did we not have, like, freaking Rolling Stones talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and nobody complained about that?
Yeah. My only
did a little more classy, but whatever.
I just saw people complaining that Rihanna's Super Bowl show was, like, boring or something, and it's like, oh, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Well, why didn't she bring in...
It's either you like her music or you don't.
Well, it's like, why didn't she bring in other people? Because other people have done that before.
Well, Kanye, the person that she wanted to, obviously is...
Okay.
And Jay-Z refuses to do a Super Bowl. He's got beef with the NFL, despite his wife actually doing a Super Bowl. Not my business, not my circus, not my monkey.
Because I was going to say...
That's actually what it is. Kanye's persona.
Oh, yeah.
And Jay-Z, you know, all her best songs literally have those two. And Chris Brown, obviously, she can't bring Chris Brown.
No.
So it's like, all three of those dudes, God.
Because I was going to say other people...
And she hates Drake.
Yeah.
And we all hate Drake at this point, so...
Because I was going to say...
It was like slim picking.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because I was like, why didn't she bring in some other people? Brought in other people.
I'm like, holy crap, that is why.
Especially if she's pregnant, no one's gonna like say anything. You know, it's like, oh, maybe let's bring in someone to jump around because she's not gonna be the one jumping around. Okay.
I mean, nobody's gonna top Michael Jackson. So, I mean, we Prince. You know, we've had some really amazing Super Bowls. Like, I'm lucky to be alive for it, and that there's footage of it on the internet.
Yeah, or we could get Timberlake to make a boob out of him. So she's not gonna listen to this.
I'm telling. I'm taking this clip and I'm sending it to Danielle.
I need a clip. My wife's not gonna listen to this.
She's not gonna hear this.
Oh, I was thinking about you because what is that detergent? Or you got the Backstreet Boys in the commercial, you know, singing from the poster.
Babes, I don't watch.
Oh, that's true. But it's some detergent thing, and it's like them singing from the poster the woman has on the wall. And I'm just like, I wanted to send it to you, be like, look, the commercial literally says they stink.
Oh, that's nothing. I don't know if you know this movie. It's got like Seth Rogen in it, and this is the end. And at the I tell people, oh, this is my favorite movie ever. Can you guess why? And then they like get to the end, like, oh god damn it, it's Backstreet Boys performing in heaven. You son of a bitch. Spoilers for a movie that's like 15 years old. But yeah, I did that like to numerous people, and I find it hilarious every time. They're like, wait, I don't get this. Really doesn't seem like your kind of movie. It's got Jonah Hill, Emma Watson punching Jonah Hill. Like, that movie's crazy.
That's right, kid. She did not Rickroll you. She Backstreet Boy rolled you.
Exactly.
But
I can't, like, I could watch this movie. I think when I got this on DVD, I burned it out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is the confusing thing about Daredevil or Blu-rays. So the theatrical release actually has all the bonus material. They took out all the bonus material for the commentary tracks for the director's.
Really?
So if you really want to have like the whole picture of the movie, you actually kind of have to have both the theatrical and the director's cut to get the bonus footage, and then also the very interesting commentary of the director's.
Yeah, I think the DVD I have might be. I think it's the theatrical.
Most people have theatrical because they kept delaying the director's cut for one. I'm not even familiar with the director, to be honest. It's like he did the Mark Steven Johnson. He also did the screenplay, and I was just like, that name doesn't be familiar. But of course, Avi Arad, as always with all these things.
And again, once again,
I think he did like Grumpy Old Men, and he also did the Ghost Rider movie, if I remember. And he also did Christopher Robin.
Oh yeah, he might have did the Ghost Rider because that name does sound familiar. So yeah, might have been.
I'm more familiar with him as a writer.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, like him directing a weird.
But no, this movie does hold up. I'd say the weakest point is just the character of Bullseye.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They wanted to kind of do like comic book, but like not like they were trying to walk this fine line, and they kind of failed at it when it came to the villain. Like everything else felt really grounded. Even Kingpin felt super grounded.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bullseye sticks out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah, I mean it was literally like almost a cartoon character, just.
Yeah. Didn't Colin Farrell take like a while?
I think so.
I think we don't see him again in an American movie until like Phone Book.
I mean, just the whole, that was ridiculous. The bullseye on his top of it. I mean, I guess that's a callback to the one on his mask, but it's like, really?
Just put the mask on, man.
I know he even says in the movie, "I want a bloody costume."
Exactly.
And why do we make him Irish? Was that just for Colin Farrell, or okay? Yeah,
sometimes he gets sick of doing the American accent.
Yeah.
American accent sucks.
I was gonna say, in the comics, he's an American douchebag.
Exactly.
What?
He's our douchebag. Don't you dare Irish wash him.
He took our jobs.
Oh, leave it to British and other people taking roles.
Oh yeah.
Looking at you,
Jack man. No, yeah, the whole thing was grounded, except just the character of Bullseye hamming it up on screen.
I mean, literally, he might as well just sat in the corner and twirled his mustache. Like, what the hell?
He had like 4 lines, and one of them was just repeating, "He made me miss."
Yeah, definitely the weakest part of the movie.
I mean, if they had tightened that up, I mean, that could have been another strong pillar of this movie. Because I mean, I love just him standing on the motorcycle, killing Elektra's father and stuff. I like that fight scene in the streets.
Yeah, the fight scenes are great, but when he's talking, it's not so good.
No. Yeah, I know. Oh, what did you think of Joe Pantaleone as Ben Urich?
Listen, I love me some Joey Pants. He is like if you grew up in the 90s, he is a staple character.
Oh, yeah.
He's like right up there as far as I'm concerned with like Joe Pesci, Vito, like a short tough guy. A short tough guy that's Italian. You gotta love it, kind of like Bobby D.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I was like, I liked him in this, but I was just like, wait a minute, is he like a little too cool or a little too tough to play Ben Urich? It's like
that's what I thought, but like if they had cast him now, like it makes sense. But
yeah, if he's a little older, but I know because
around this time,
he was like in this. Is this when he was in The Sopranos? It's like, yeah, no. Oh, speaking of The Sopranos, it wasn't the one bully. Wasn't that what's his face who played Tony Soprano's kid in the Sopranos?
Young Matt Murdock. Yeah.
No, the one bully, like the.
Oh, in the streets.
Yes.
I think so. Not sure.
I think he might have been. He looked familiar. I'm
I don't
like,
want to say all dark-haired Italian boys look alike, but
it looked like.
Maybe this all it was just really like the situation in Pauly D. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I don't know.
No, it looked like him, at least to me.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to all these people anyway? like of course, rest in power, Michael Clark.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck. What's the last movie Ben Affleck made or directed?
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I think we know what his last thing was.
Batman, my favorite character.
And that can't be right though. Like I don't for some reason it might be right, but it doesn't feel right. But I think it is right because like I think that really did change his career.
All right, kids, hold on to your hats. You either die Daredevil or you live long enough to become a shitty Batman.
Christian Bale can't relate.
Oh.
I mean, as long as we're not talking about the third movie, I think we all just can collectively agree the third movie didn't happen. It is a duology. The Dark Knight Rises is perfect.
He was barely in that movie. He spent half of it on his back in a hole. I don't
even think we have to count the third movie. That was like some weird Bane spinoff. I don't know.
He let everyone else do the heavy lifting and spend half the time on his back. The little Hellfire maneuver.
I mean, it's good work if you can get it, man.
Hell!
I'm just gonna keep it real. You can roast me all you want. Christian Bale is my favorite Batman. Is he my favorite Bruce Wayne? No. But is he my favorite Batman? Yes.
I don't know. The world erupted in the chaos.
Movie, because y'all know.
Adam West can get it.
All day, every day, Adam West is his Batman. I don't care what anybody says. For like TV.
I don't know. The collective universe lost its mind during the Super Bowl when that ad played. Yeah, I'm Batman.
A lot of people are like trying to go back to the era. And honestly, like, yeah, it gave us Batman the animated series, but like, I don't like the dark tone that it took, and then they had to do like that Joel Schumacher like 180, really ruined the franchise for a very long time. We've still been struggling since 1997. I don't care what you say.
I told you the headcanon I saw online, and it works. It's like the Michael Keaton movies, that was actual Batman, and then the Schumacher movies are the movies Hollywood made after Bruce Wayne sold the rights.
Like he would actually need to sell the rights.
I know, but still.
I mean, now, sure, because he's broke again, but
exactly.
At least Schumacher had the decent. But the weirdest thing in the movie that I loved as a kid, but looking back now, is like when he lights the DD.
Oh yeah. Okay, that struck me on this rewatch. I was like, wait a minute. So after the guy gets hit by the train, like gets cut in half by the train, so Daredevil stayed there, drew the DD and gasoline, hoping someone threw like a lit cigarette or a match or something on it, because he didn't light it.
Listen, that's not the Matty Murdock I know. He's got very little forethought. There's not a lot going on in that head of his.
I know, but it's
like boom, boom, kick the villain's ass, and that's about it. He doesn't even care about his locker room. Be for real. He's like, Foggy's got this. I don't even have to do anything. I just show up and look pretty.
I know, but I'm just like, so you just did that hoping someone came near it with an open flame, you know?
Oh, back when not just the villains could smoke.
Yes.
Oh, 2003. Like I swear, like, well, I'm kind of from part of it. Like, I swear in 2000 he did let more, but New York could be different. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it seemed like, I was going to say, it seemed like it. Yeah, I think.
I remember at least like, it was like the late 90s when like you couldn't smoke in a Denny more. Like, you know, that type thing.
I know, that's Denny's.
like yeah, Denny's was like the last bastion of smokers. I remember that.
I'm sorry.
They would close them in that little back room. If you're old old enough, you know. You're like, what's back there? All the smokers? Oh, that's nasty.
You know why Denny stopped people from smoking, right? They're like, it's either keep people from smoking or we're going to have to remodel to get rid of the smoke smell. Just ban them from smoking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Denny's. I still love your Grand Slam breakfast if I'm down.
That's right, kid. She loves a Grand Slam in the morning.
Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity.
Eggs over my hammy.
Exactly.
And I love it. And
I was like, what is this Denny's shoe?
I was going to say, yes, Ray, it's a chain of, would you call it a diner?
Fast casual diner.
Yes, and they probably haven't updated their dining room since like the 80s, 90s.
Well, maybe that's your Denny's. I actually have a very nice.
You know what? I have
5 miles up the road.
Yeah, there. Maybe when you're here, we should go into the Denny's. I haven't been in there since God.
I'll teach you the secret menu. I used to go like when I lived in Vegas. I lived at Denny's.
Oh man, I don't know if we've been in a Denny's since like.
I haven't been in a Denny's since 2013.
I was gonna say it's probably been around the same.
I tried to go.
Probably around the same for me.
Yeah, I think I tried to go right after this. Like I saw the kitchen. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
I've been very leery about going.
If cleanly
since the post time.
If cleanliness is your thing, yeah, Denny's ain't for you.
Like it's gotta be a brand new Denny's.
Hey.
It's like Waffle House. They ship the silverware with like water stains. They have to. I've never been to a Waffle House where the silverware didn't have water stains.
Unless Denny's or Waffle House wants to sponsor us, and they're
Listen, I still love Waffle House. Don't get me wrong. I would go to Waffle House at 3 in the roughest neighborhood anywhere in America. I love me some Waffle House. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, work on that too.
Well,
I don't know how you do it.
I'm assuming it's like, you know, if a large part of your clientele are late night drunks, it's like you don't have to worry about cleanliness. Looking at you, Taco Bell.
Hey, now we're gonna leave Young Brands out of this as somebody who wants a sponsorship from
Again, I can't say that because Taco Bell is one of the ones they do update their look in their dining room so often. Yeah. Oh my God!
I know it's for tax purposes, but still, it's not.
I had a flashback. Someone online had like a picture. They're like, you know, at Taco Bell's.
The old school Taco Bell from like
the 90s. From the 90s. And then it was like today.
The brown. Listen, there's never gonna beat the Run for the Border Taco Bell with the brown, with the beige classic booze where you slide off. Nothing's gonna beat that. Just like nothing's ever gonna beat Red Cup era pizza. I'm sorry.
The Taco Bell dog.
Either you were there or you weren't.
Oh my God! With the built-in arcade games at on the table.
Yeah.
Again, we're gonna Salty and Petty. We're gonna do an episode on Book It.
Absolutely, bro. American Girl just did a doll. If you know American Girl, it's about historical.
Yeah.
Dolls living through historical times where they have Book It and Pizza Hut. I felt so attacked and offended when I saw that. I was like, oh, we're really going into the late 1900s joke. Are we, American Girl?
And again, for our foreign friends, yes, Book It was a program where through like the school and Pizza Hut, you read a certain amount of books, you got a star for each book, and then when you got enough stars, you got some damn pizza.
You got that. What was it?
Was it like a personal pan pizza?
Yeah, personal pizza.
Yeah.
Or if you were lucky, if you read enough books. But didn't they have like the foot-long pizza?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I remember when I was in like 2nd grade, the first one that it was like that weird.
But again, it's like Pizza Hut in the 80s and like into the 90s, it's like, yeah, I mean, the greasy pizza. Again, you had arcade games.
Pizza Hut was a staple. Like, I'm surprised that like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Pizza Hut didn't. I feel like that was such a...
They didn't?
Did they?
I don't know.
I might have missed it, but like I feel
like when those movies were out, I'm like, I can't remember, but it's like
I feel like that was like I feel like
unless like Domino's or somebody got them or something, but God. I don't know.
I mean, not that I don't like Domino's, but Pizza Hut, like I said, it's a very nostalgic thing for kids.
Oh yeah,
what's the pizza, man? Bring it back. Apparently, we really need. Have we met some of these kids?
I mean, you know what? I think the whole world needs to read more, children and adults. It's like,
oh yeah,
that would solve a lot of our problems.
I mean, even if it's just listening to a book on
something to make you think, you know?
Yeah, like this movie.
Oh, and like we were talking about the sound.
It got me back into reading Daredevil for sure. Like, I fell off for a while and I got back and said, oh
Then you jump in and it's like, hey, look, it's Bendis.
Yeah.
You think you run all those fights on your own, Miller, Mac, Bendis?
and at that point, I went back and found the back bends of Daredevil. No joke. I was like, oh, this is what they're doing. What did they do before this? Oh. What did they do before that? Oh. Okay, perfect. Daredevil had a rough time.
Yeah. But, no, well, that's the other thing. We're talking about, like, the soundtrack and stuff. It's like, I saw an ad in the comic books at the time. Like, they were going to do a video game, and then that fell through. What happened there? Because they had the ads in the comics, and it's like, I was like, oh, when's this come?
Didn't it come out on Game Boy?
I don't think it ever.
Game Boy Advance?
I don't think.
I didn't know it didn't ever.
Let me see. I don't think, because I've never seen that damn thing anywhere. Let me see. Oh wait. Oh no, it was released on the Game Boy Advance in 2003. You're right.
Also, I don't know if you know this, but they also had a Super Bowl ad.
What, for the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Also, I couldn't get away from advertising for this movie because literally, I think what was it, Matt Craft, you know that macaroni? They had like an every store. It was like worse than when the first Justice League movie was coming out. I don't know if you guys remember how many tie-ins that damn movie had, but you literally couldn't go anywhere in the grocery store without seeing Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and freaking Henry Cavill's face. They were all over the products, like everything. Applesauce, macaroni and cheese, soup. It was sick. Pop-Tarts. It was stupid.
Wait a minute. We're going to get a 2023 Daredevil game for PS5?
Boo! I'm kidding.
Action, adventure, detective, thriller, noir video game developed by Insomniac.
TV show?
I don't know. Insomniac. It looks like it might be, I don't know if it's in the continuity of the Spider-Man game, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's a PS5, it's...
Well, Sony, yeah.
Nobody has a PS5. I don't know how to tell them, but like, bro, nobody has a PS5. It's still super hard to come by. A lot of people are just waiting on the PS6. Well, it's supposed to come out in 2026.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly, but you know how it goes.
Well,
especially if we get short on tech parts of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I could have sworn I played it on the Game Boy Advance. I was like, Mandela effect?
Oh no, there was. Wait, hold on. In the Turtles, the Ninja Turtles, this 1990 nationwide live show in which the Turtles were reimagined as a hair band without actual hair to promote an album of cheesy synth rock is famously insane, with Shredder even rapping about how much he hates music. Pizza Hut sponsored the whole marketing campaign, reportedly to the tune of $20 million.
I must have blocked that out. It must have been that bad that I blocked it.
Over 2 million cassette tapes of the show's soundtrack were sold that year with the purchase of a personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut.
Anybody have those tapes? I'll buy them off you.
Oh, my. The official Turtles tour video made no attempt to hide that Pizza Hut was the real captain behind the wheel. So again, I thought I was going to say I couldn't remember what, but I swore I was like they had something. I couldn't remember if it was the cartoon or the movie. I'm like,
gonna go down
something.
the rabbit hole.
Turtle.
Next time you guys hear from me, guys, I got all the cassettes. We're gonna listen to them. It's gonna be some petty episode. A Patreon, obviously.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So that'll be a Patreon episode once I collect all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cassettes. We'll have a listening. So I don't know. Like I said, I liked Jennifer in the movie in Daredevil as Elektra, but I don't think that.
No. Because like that, yeah. I remember we did that on the worst superhero movie brackets. I think that was the one me and Kristen did on our own. But, like I said, the Elektra movie. I don't know what it. Yeah, was it just bad writing? It almost seemed like a made for.
They had the kid, and it's like I want to get to know Elektra. I don't really care about this kid. Like, I had no skin in the game with that kid.
It almost seemed like a made for TV movie.
Yeah, it was very much giving like you were outside.
I was just like, I'm sure this had. I mean, I probably wasn't the highest, but I'm like, this is a movie studio budget, right? I'm like, why does this seem like it's something I'd see on TV?
Yeah, like they have to. I think, especially back then, a lot of like female characters, they're like, oh, you know, women are probably only gonna go see this. We don't have to really put that much in it.
We gotta have a kid in there, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, no, babes.
And
it was like action too. too, especially if it's a female character. You give her. And this is how come Jennifer Garner's early career thrived. She did.
Oh yeah.
A lot of action roles. Even like as recent as like a couple of years ago, she did that Netflix Salt that got rated very highly. So it's like, don't. Studios X are still like great.
Oh yeah.
Like, no. And I think that's just what it came down to.
And she's a broad. She has to have a love interest. Yeah.
Frank Miller never did that, or Kevin Smith did that. Never did any of the female characters any justice. And if that's all the writer really knows at a cursory glance, that's probably what happened.
Yeah. Stay tuned, kid.
If they did an Elektra movie now, we have so much more to go off of.
Oh, I wonder if will we get Elektra in the new series, and if we do,
they're gonna try to spin off.
I was gonna say, if not a movie, maybe another Disney Plus series or something.
I feel like that's.
Oh yeah, especially. Oh yeah.
We might even get a new crossover. I don't know. Little Bird's been chirping, so I don't know.
A new Punisher? They're not going to bring back Barenthal?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what their policy is. Kevin Feige go either way with him.
Yeah, I thought Barenthal was good in that role. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody's gonna argue that. I think that the Punisher's the best out of all the Netflix.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I like Defenders, but I liked it as like a clean comedy.
Well, again, it's like I don't know. Well, we'll throw Iron Fist in the mix.
I don't think it was supposed to be a comedy, but I found this movie hilarious.
Alligators in the sewers.
It's like, did you mean turtles?
Turtle.
That would have been kind of funny, I think.
And what did you think of them mix? I mean, again, I know that we always switch stuff up for the movies from the comics, but what did you think about Elektra's father being like partners with the Kingpin instead of like a diplomat?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, yeah, I feel bad for Elektra that her father got killed, but it's like if he was in a
with the Kingpin, yeah.
If you were buddies with the Kingpin, you were probably doing some shady.
Get it.
Yeah, I mean, we never find out specifically what he was up to, but it's like, yeah, you were probably up to some shady crap if you're in bed with the Kingpin.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, sorry, sweets, but
because the only reason he wanted out was like, oh, hey, they're starting to actually mention the Kingpin in the news. Yeah, I'm out.
But here's the crazy thing: if he was a diplomat and still working with the community in better ties, so like. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would have been even better, facilitated the story even better. But
or they could have.
This is what happens when fans don't, necessarily write the screenplay.
Or they could have had they could have made it a thing where it's like he was like a foreign businessman or something, like an honest guy.
Importer, exporter.
Yes, he could have been Art Vandelay. Yeah, and it's just like the Kingpin could have been like, let's do business, and the guy's like, no, you're too shady. I can't do business with you. And that's when the Kingpin has Bullseye kill him. Because then that would ramp up that, not only did Elektra lose a father, but the world lost like the only like honest businessman,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways they could have gone with that he didn't necessarily have.
I just felt that was they were taking the easy way.
I feel like one of the DVD commentaries or some bonus content, like originally that Kingpin role even small, they loved Michael Clark Duncan so much they kind of like wrote additional.
Oh yeah, because I mean, don't get me.
So like, I think that might have been maybe that was originally planned, and then like.
Oh yeah, because I mean, again, Michael Clark Duncan, great actor, but also had the physicality to pull that role off. So it's like, yeah, why don't you use him more?
And like honestly, I was so bummed like when he passed away because oh my god, because if you were a kid of the night, know that Kingpin in the Spider-Man cartoon was actually the villain for whatever reason they decided on that. So I felt like the movies might follow suit with that, but then like
yeah.
I thought that would have been amazing, like him just grabbing Tobey Maguire and shaking him by the collarbone.
I mean, if we do like any kind of Spider-Man Daredevil crossover in live action at this point, it's like we need like Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio, obviously, love him, but like Michael Clark Duncan, like when I think of like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just wasn't as jaded. Like, in high school, I don't think I was as jaded about comic book films. Like, we had the X-Men trilogy. We had Spider-Man coming out.
Oh, yeah. We were starting to come into a golden age again after...
1 and 2 had already come out.
Oh, yeah. We were starting to rev back up after that debacle. That was...
Ghost Rider movie that was like... and then Hulk is what really kind of put them...
I love how it's like Ghost Rider, the first one, everyone's like, then they do a second one. They're like,
you took the best person out of it.
They're like, let's get rid of everything but Nicolas Cage. It's like, really?
No, sweetie, you did that the wrong way around. As much as y'all know, I'm a Nicolas Cage apologist. I love you.
Again, it's like at least the first one you can watch with the sound off for Eva Mendes. It's like, come on.
Exactly. Did you know she's married to Ryan Gosling?
No, I don't.
They've been in like a quote unquote secret marriage for like 7 years.
Really? Yeah, because didn't she take a break from the business or something? Or
yeah, I think because they had kids. Or
I think so. Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed. I hope she has like a secret cameo because Brian like.
Oh yeah.
So I think that would be cool if she knew the way. She's just like in the back, like supposed to be. Fingers crossed for that. Shout out to Eva. She got done so dirty in the 2000s.
But again, in this movie, I mean, they were planning a sequel, right? So
yeah, they were.
Should we have already locked up the Kingpin by the end of the first movie, or no? That's the thing. I mean, I like Justice was served, but I'm like,
he would have broke out. I mean, there is a where he breaks out.
I'm sure if we had a 2,
or Matt has to defend him or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure in a 2 he would get out somehow. But I'm just like, really, he's getting arrested already? And again,
but you needed to be a little bit victorious, I think.
Yeah,
you feel a little incompetent in the whole movie.
Well, and again, once again, too, it's just like we once again go with the movie trope. Oh, hey, the main villain killed my father or my parents. Just like Jack Nicholson Joker.
That is actually, it's not like it's Jeff Johns going back. I mean, that is actually original.
What, the Kingpin killing his father?
Not the Kingpin killing his father, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, criminals did, but it's just like, but it wasn't Wilson Fisk. It's just. Yeah. Oh, and I was going to say, and
listen, that's the thing, though. I feel like, that kind of makes the Kingpin has his fingers in every pie.
Hey, but again,
look at him. Of course he's got his finger in every pie.
And when the guy gets run over by the train, I mean, isn't that a call out back to like when Matt was chasing down the guys who killed his father? Didn't one of them get run over by the train or something? Yeah.
I just wanted to see
turtles. Oh, but the bar scene, another good fight scene.
So good. I was like, it was giving me it was a couple stories, but mostly it happened at the Anno Cincy runs where he goes into a bar, starting trouble because he's on that mushroom trip in upstate New York. That whole thing. I'm like, yes, Daredevil in a bar fight. Yes, that's exactly what I.
When he's hunting down Casada.
Carne asada.
Hopefully justice is found here before justice finds you.
It's corny, but it's good. I think it's really good fun, and as much as I enjoyed the series, I only got to the first season.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't really watch the rest of it, and then I watched the finale.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much good stuff with season 2 with Barenthal and stuff, and.
Yeah, I haven't been meaning to get back around. I haven't felt motivated. Plus, because they announced new show, it's
I might start to do another watch through because after I watched the movie, that's how good the movie is. I know a comic or movie is good when I want to go read or watch more stuff. So I started rewatching. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Daredevil, the series. Oh, that hallway fight scene.
Arrow did it better, but whatever.
You know what?
Lesser budget.
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
To be that person, y'all know I dog Arrow out enough, but.
I don't know if it's legend or myth, but supposedly they got that hallway fight scene was one take.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
I don't believe it because you're not M. Night Shyamalan. If you don't know, listen, and I'm an M. Night Shyamalan apologist as well. He is the king of one take.
Again, it might have been a happy accident. It might have just been oh, that's perfect. Let's all mess with it.
Yeah.
Because again, Charlie Cox, good Daredevil. I do.
A little too young for my liking, but whatever.
Okay, I'm in shock. I never thought I'd hear that come out of Lilith Hellfire's mouth.
That's my Daredevil role.
Okay.
Personally, from personal taste, I wasn't a fan of the stuff that he had done before. He's okay.
Oh yeah.
Little scrawny.
I mean, the only other thing I saw him in was Boardwalk Empire.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of other things.
Yeah.
See what Shimmy is. Listen, this is the best thing that ever happened to me.
But I love in this movie they really they get that essence of Matt Murdock because it's
they do. Listen, this is a good movie.
Elektra walks in the coffee house. It's he doesn't even. It's just I smell woman.
Exactly. Exactly how I picture it.
That's this movie. That's Foggy in this movie or in the series. It's how do you know?
Perfume.
Oh yeah, perfume, quote unquote.
Pheromones, fine, fair enough.
Oh, that's like I said.
Keep it classy.
That's like I said, I watched the first 2 episodes of the series after the movie, and I just love what, when they're looking at their, for the office, and the real estate agent's like this attractive blonde, and he's like, oh, can you show me around, can you show me around? Using the whole blind, using the whole blind thing, aka chicks won't feel pity for me.
Chicks won't feel pity for me and bang me. Yeah, I just think it's a solid movie, but it I feel like it could have benefited from a director. I think that's what would have fixed the bullseye issue.
Yeah. And again,
I feel like the studio execs ran kind of all over because it's that classic Avi Arad syndrome of doing too much too soon. Every single movie has its fingers in. Like Spider-Man, especially the last movie, is a perfect example. I think it would have benefited this movie more if it would have come out a few years later, especially when we're in the MCU era, where they'd be like, no, save this for a second movie, do this, tighten this, whatever. Or maybe giving it a little extra runtime, because this wasn't even 2 hours. I mean, maybe the director's cut is, but the theatrical wasn't even 2 hours. Yeah, and again, because it was that superhero thing. I don't think any of the X-Men movies are 2 hours, are they?
I don't know.
I think maybe Last Stand might be.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But a lot of those earlier non-MCU Marvel movies are very short. I think Blade might be longer. It might be probably some because they're super good and they have a lot of fight scenes. Yeah,
I was gonna say, they could have given us a full 2 hours. I mean, you could have done more with Michael Clark Duncan.
I feel like they should have forged his and Foggy's relationship a little bit better.
That you could have did that.
I also feel like while I love Jon Favreau and Ben Affleck, I do feel like they were slightly.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Where we are at the story, at the start of the story, I don't know. I feel like this is they.
Yeah, because it seems like they probably haven't been practicing law for too long. Yeah, they did look kind of older. Yeah.
Yeah, a little longer than 2.
But
Not that I don't love it. But it's just kind of when you start thinking about it logically.
But again, I mean, we're coming out of the 90s, the era where we had grown adults playing teenagers.
Man, I can't get over how old Ian Zinger was in 90210. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about the girl that played Andrea, but him?
Yeah.
Shout out to IZ. I'm just saying, it's just really curious.
Yeah. I was gonna say we could have done more with Elektra, although if they knew that her movie was coming, they probably might have been saving.
I feel like they already did. They kind of had a plan. They wanted to make another Daredevil movie, but right after, but they decided to do Elektra, and that's what kind of
yeah. At least the Amazing Spider-Man 2 waited till the second one.
It was a woman-led movie for better or for worse, and I think that was just a little too ahead of its time.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, at least come up with a better story.
Or again, maybe wait till the end of the second.
The hand is a little too intricate for a origin.
Exactly, and it was typhoid.
They were too deep into the mysticism.
And
a lot of people. I fell asleep on it, much like Kristen. I followed the movie.
Oh, I told you that when we did the superhero movie brackets, that's the first time I've gotten through that movie without falling asleep, and I don't fall asleep during movies. So.
Yeah, I mean, I fell asleep during Ed Norton Hulk for a while.
But it's yeah, the hand is too intricate, but you kind of have to do the hand because otherwise, how do you bring her back to life and all this? Yeah, and again,
that's it's just leave it alone.
And then it's we're just
save that for the Daredevil movie end credit scene,
and then
something.
And then we're just throwing characters in the hand, like Typhoid Mary. I'm like, wait, what?
Dude, I was shook. I was like, are you serious?
Are you high?
Yeah, I think everybody loves cocaine. That's what that movie feels like. I'm just saying.
Everyone loves cocaine.
And
I just think of all the people that they could have had Fletcher. Katie Holmes.
I mean, how tall is she tall? She strikes me as small in stature to me.
I feel like she's 5'8".
Oh, is she? Okay.
She is only, and I'm going to use bunny ears, slightly taller.
And I know this is 2003, and again, Jennifer Garner was great and did a good job, but it's did we ever consider...
I just think about all the people that they could have got Kate Winslet, and nobody, maybe Natalie Portman.
Yeah, but again, we even mentioned in the movie, she's supposed to be Greek. Do we consider anyone who wasn't a white woman?
Yeah, that's it's to the 2000s.
Yeah, 2003. I know.
It doesn't matter at this. I can't even think of a that's that would be in that age range.
Again, she doesn't have to be Greek, but just someone who looks a little exotic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple, but like, I just don't have time. Like, it's not about that. It's about name brand recognition. I mean, think about that's why X-Men is an ensemble cast.
Oh yeah.
Patrick Stewart is freaking Professor X. I mean, if they come on, they got Halle Berry as Storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of Angela Bassett, big mistake. Like, I love Halle. Don't get me wrong. I don't want her to ever stop getting her money, but like, it was just a bad choice.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett's.
I told you, early 2000s, man. If it was a.
I mean, she literally looks younger today than she did then. You're killing me, Smalls.
I know, but if for some reason, early 2000s, if it was a black female superhero, it was like, Halle Berry, you're the first one up. Let's go.
Yeah. What's that movie with John Travolta? And it's a swordfish where she shows her boobs.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Her,
that time because she was getting that divorce, going through all that, and that's like revving up for Catwoman.
Yeah, and it's Hugh Jackman was in that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's kind of like when you watch The Prestige, because it's the movie Nolan made in between the Batman movies. So you literally have like Alfred, freaking Wolverine, and Batman in a movie together, and then you also got Black Widow there for no reason.
Remember the days when you're like you weren't confident in the strength of your movie, so you're like, let's throw some breasts in it.
I mean, nothing. I mean, now we don't even get sex scenes. I mean, if the actors aren't comfortable, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of them. I mean, God, give me some. See, this is what I mean about HBO Max, though. They are not afraid to show butt cheeks, male butt cheeks. That is their calling card. Whereas earlier with Game of Thrones, used to be the naked ladies. I mean, fair game.
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna say, yeah, no. If you're showing naked women, yeah, give the women some, the straight women something too for these naked guys, yeah. Yes, naked male butt cheeks gives a little something to sink her teeth into.
No, this is like, it's not, I wouldn't even say this is a guilty pleasure. Like, I do watch this movie occasionally. I remember it used to be on like FX a lot.
Yeah.
Almost every time that it was on, like with the two co-hosts who used to like do the behind the scenes. Like, you remember that?
Yes.
Rest in peace. It got taken over by Disney. Now like on the however weird that.
Oh
is.
yeah.
It used to be on all the time.
FX today on FX they're playing Iron Man 1, 2, and 3.
They've turned into endless.
Oh, yeah. Not even just FX, but a bunch of these channels. You could tell when a Marvel movie, premiere weekend, because that's all they're playing is Marvel movies.
Gotta get.
Well, I mean, when you see a movie make like, especially when an Endgame makes like $1 billion, like, I guess people like Marvel stuff. Let's play some Marvel movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I get so nostalgic for like this time, like this, the X-Men trilogy, the original Blade, like
Spider-Man.
It was a time to be alive. Like, you were actually really thankful and happy that, like, I mean, I knew who these characters.
Oh yeah, because I mean, remember the '90s? We were lucky if we got a superhero movie every 2 to 3 years, if that. Yeah. And it was usually Batman.
Really that good.
And it was usually just like Batman or something.
Like the superhero movie for my birth years. She came out in '84. What was that movie?
86?
I don't think I had one. I think that was the closest.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm 78, so I'm the first Christopher Reeve Superman. Yeah.
You're lucky. Does it really hold up anymore visually? I like it. Gives me, it warms the heart.
And again, they must have replayed it somewhere, but like one of my very first memories ever is just like watching Christopher Reeve Superman at the drive-in.
Oh, see, yeah. Back in the day, drive-ins would just get whatever movie.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But that's like one of my very first memories. It's just, Christopher Reeve Superman. You would think I would be one of the people doing a Superman podcast, but
I don't. The destruction of the character of it needs to be studied. It needs to be studied how DC cannot get $1 billion with the world's most popular.
Again, you had 2 movies with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman in it, and you couldn't make $1 billion with either.
I don't even think they made quarters of it. I think it was only half a billion. And then was so strong. Like, they did so much. Like I said, you literally couldn't go anywhere in the supermarket back in like the 70s without something.
Exactly.
It annoyed the hell out of me. Because I knew that movie would be garbage.
I
was like, why are we giving the guy that did Sucker Punch? Didn't he do Watchmen? Why are we doing this?
Some people love that movie. I don't know.
Yeah, they're called bots.
But
OTS.
But anymore, like a DC movie gets announced, and I'm just like, oh god, I get a sense of dread, and I'm just like, people are gonna think, Hey, man, Disney knows what it's doing. Somehow, I mean, again, they haven't been able to make $1 billion with a Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman movie, but Ant-Man's on his third movie.
Somebody sold their soul in it. I think it's Kevin Feige.
Well, no, it's Charlie Esser to that damn idol.
Oh. I don't know, but like, yeah, they just don't make them like. Is it rushed and a little overstuffed? Hell, sure.
But again,
it's kind of charming in its own way.
It's 2003 though, too.
I'm afraid to like lean into this.
Yeah.
And I think that like Marvel is cheesy, but not into cheesy.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever intentionally be cheesy.
No.
So for me, it always feels very cheesy.
And again, it's 2003. It's at this point superhero movies. They're like, okay, we'll put it out. You know, it's not Spider-Man, so we'll put it out. Maybe we'll get a couple good weekends out of it or something.
They put it in February. That's
yeah,
like a cool method right there.
Uh-huh.
And it did do pretty decently at the box rate.
Yeah. And I mean,
it made 179 from a budget of 78. So it's like over 100 million back in profit.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's not bad considering Daredevil wasn't like a household word like Spider-Man or X-Men at this point.
They put their faith in Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck was on fire at that time. Like between like him doing like all those movies and a couple of independent movies, riding Matt Damon's coattail off that Oscar. Well, I said what I said.
Burn. But yeah, no, I mean Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't as excited for Jennifer Garner. I'm not gonna lie. Like Alias really wasn't my cup of tea.
But she was a name.
She wasn't a TV name.
Yeah.
She was a TV name.
But sometimes,
like, at that point, sometimes you have to. Like I said, I couldn't think of any actress like in Hollywood at the time that was like. Oh.
Yeah, but again, sometimes it doesn't matter if it's a TV name as long as the public knows the name.
True, but like we're still in 2003 with her little snooty, so it was very surprising. Very surprising.
And again, February. I don't know why they picked it, but I'm trying to remember if they had. Did they market that correctly? Or like, hey, it's a love story, kind of, sort of.
No, I don't even think the marketing was about that. It was just kind of like how they drop the horror movies that they know do well in January.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that January February slide where they're like, we'll just put it here. All right, I'll take it. Definitely wasn't a summer movie. I was shocked when I was like, oh yeah, it was definitely not a summer movie.
Hey kids, look, it's Red Batman.
Batman, my favorite character.
I mean, some of the aesthetics on this movie.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
On the rooftops, baby. But like he does them the way.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, not a lot, but enough. He prefers, tap his.
Well,
which they did a lot of in this movie. I liked it. I think that the city used a little more character, honestly. I think, like, when they did, like, the subway, like, that whole stuff, I think we just needed a little more walking around. Give it a little D.G. Chichester personality.
Where the hell was Turk? Where the hell was Turk?
Hey, nice color cane.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a little too flashy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's who needs to write some episodes of that show.
If you're not D.G. Chichester, you can't write ninjas. Listen, we can try to manifest that as a group. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I mean, we should do like at least weekly posts. Be like, hey, Disney, get this man a writing credit.
Especially allegedly if they're doing Born Again.
Especially if it's grounded and gritty. I mean, that was his run,
Like between like him and Anna, I'd love to.
And he's not going to be the drama queen like a Frank Miller would be.
Listen, word on the curb is that Frank Miller absolutely do business. He won't do business with DC.
Well, I was going to say
that's why he opened his own thing. Like I heard that they
with your
really
buddy.
actually did him kind of. It's a whole thing.
I could see that, and it's in like didn't Chichester say this? Wasn't there kind of like an unspoken deal, like they weren't going to bring Elektra back?
But I don't think that has any screwed.
I'm just saying there might be a list of things. He's like, yeah, they screwed me here.
But it's comic. Of course, that character's come back. The only person that hasn't come back is Uncle Ben. Like honestly, is it like it's the only person?
I could say
and Batman's parents, but technically they did in Flashpoint. Oh, whatever.
I was gonna say they kind of technically did. Uncle Ben, Peter David did like an alternate universe one, so it's like pretty much everyone's come back in some way, shape, or form.
Not like mainstream.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I really do adore this film. This is like the perfect movie to put in a time capsule. The soundtrack, just like I think it really does encapsulate it.
Oh yeah.
Even like the actor that I said, like Ben Affleck was huge. He's never like as an actor. I don't think he was like bigger. 2003, and then like he went on to go like start to be. But yeah.
I think I'm remembering correctly. I did enjoy this movie for the most part so much I went to see it twice in the theater, I believe.
Oh, even back then. I saw it once in the theaters because somebody else. And then I actually did go on to buy both the DVDs and both the booths.
Yes. Even back then, she had himbos taking her to the movies. Again, remember 2003, someone grabbed some elbow.
Can't remember which person grabbed which elbow.
Whoa! Oh my! Did you have two men? Did you have one hand? Do you have one man on each elbow?
No. Sadly, high school Luke was not in this.
Oh my! So I was gonna say, remember, kid, she was a cheerleader. That still blows my mind.
What? I'm a cheerful person, Philip.
Leading others in cheerfulness, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's my girl. There we go.
Anybody who actually wants to participate in a freaking varsity sport, there's no chance they're going to get a sports scholarship. It looked good on the college application.
She had an ulterior motive. There's my girl.
Always. But no, I'm going to give this movie a solid B+. Even for today's standards. I would rather watch this watch Thor the Dark.
Yeah. Oh, I'd rather watch any.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'd rather watch any MCU movie, including Captain Marvel, over Thor: The Dark World.
I would rather watch Captain Marvel again. Watch Thor: The Dark World.
That's what I said. I'd rather watch Captain Marvel than Thor: The Dark World. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, at least with Captain Marvel, you have the '90s nostalgia, though.
Yeah, but they do Daddy Jude Law wrong.
Like,
that is bullpocky.
Yeah, but you got DH Sam Jackson though in Captain Marvel.
That man is aged like fine wine. We did not need him.
I know, but there's so much footage of him. It's probably easy enough to do.
Of course it is. But it's like you didn't really need to do that.
Well, I can think they just wanted to make him look different. I'd be like, oh, look, he still looks the same 30 years later.
Because he's a scroll.
Oh my.
What about you? What grade was you?
Yeah, I think you're probably right around the B+ B range. Yeah, again, still 20 years later.
Gentleman's A-. I don't know if I'm feeling Charlie.
No, I think the B+ is pretty much.
There's no gentleman about this.
Exactly. He's a dirty whore. Anyway, yes, no, but I think B+ is probably the way to go because it's like 20 years later, it's still a solid movie that holds up. You know, again, the only weak point is like Bullseye.
Yeah.
You know. And again, they could have tightened that up with like not as much cheesy dialogue and stuff. That's
what I mean, though. Like, is it intentional or is it not? Because, like I said, I don't think this movie is meant to be a comedy, but I laughed a lot during this movie.
Yeah, but is it like a superhero movie where they just like, oh yeah, we need like a Joker type character or something? Or
I don't think they were thinking
not Joker, but just like he's insane. Yeah.
I mean, it's like not like they had the goblins.
Where it's just like, hey, Kingpin is so controlled, and it's just like, oh, we need something different.
A loose cannon, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, he is in the Rose Gallery, so fair. It could have been hers. Like I said, I'll never understand, but like I was so confused as a kid in the 90s. Like, why is Kingpin Spider-Man? Is Daredevil coming in soon, or like what's going on here?
He showed up in Spider-Man first, Hale. Yeah.
But yeah, like that 90s. Now that when I'm like trying to rewatch them, this doesn't make any damn sense.
You know what? I've been ruined for that show because there's every so often I'll be like, should I go? Because I used to enjoy it. I'm like, should I go back and watch this again? And I'm just like, but then I remember it's like
Secret Wars.
Well, no. Once you can hear the one bullet, it changes it forever because it's just like, yeah, go in, kids. Spider-Man never throws a punch at anybody.
Yeah, that blew my mind when you told me. Then I like started like I did. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's all webbing. It's all webbed to the face.
I mean. Nothing wrong with that.
What? Practice what you preach, Lilith Hellfire. Come on.
Consensually, I don't consent to it. That taste is still in my mouth.
Oh, we couldn't get away. We almost got away with it, kids. Without...
Not in the face. He's very happy. Not in the face.
What?
He's happy he got to use that drop. I haven't been on this page in a while. Swipe.
All right.
That's what I said about a young Ben Affleck.
Oh my.
He used to be able to get it, but he is very practical.
Well, yeah. All right, I know we're going long, but it is the 50th episode. But yes, we have had a Daredevil issue since we talked last, kids. So
finally, jeez, it seems like forever.
Well, it's like sometimes, I don't know if it's just scheduling or what, but sometimes like, and not just Daredevil, like, a lot of the big two, it's like, 1 month they'll put it out early in the month and then the next month it'll come out late in the month. So it's like over a month but it's still like, one this month, but you might get 5 or 6 weeks in between.
Yeah. Don't worry, kids. Weekly content.
Yeah. Weekly? Yes!
I told you that. I've said that.
I know.
I'm down for it. I haven't really watched a TV show live in a really long time.
Yes. Speaking of live TV shows, kids, scroll down to Capes and Lunatics episode 290, where myself and Rob Southgate talked to Todd Stashwick of Star Trek Picard season 3.
Did you mention that he'd already been Star Trek? I think it was.
No, I don't think he even mentioned that, but
yeah, it was just like a one.
Yeah. And I think we have the most original interview because Rob Southgate went to high school with him. Yes, because we got a lot of nostalgia and looking back, and so we probably got information from him no other interviewer has gotten because he has been doing a ton of interviews. You know what is funny? I didn't know if Rob was going to show up to the last second, so I didn't even tell Todd or his people Rob was going to be there. He pops on the screen before we even start recording. He's like, "Oh, Rob!"
That's so cute.
And he was like, "Oh, you didn't tell him I was going to be here?" I'm like, "No, I wanted him to show up." Oh, it's funny. Listen to that episode, kids, because the minute Todd pops off, I was like, "Oh, now that the talent's gone, Rob, do you want to do your plug?" But yeah, they were reminiscing about high school and stuff, and I think it's pretty original.
Rob's like the Kevin Bacon of.
I know, in our world, it is like 6 degrees of Rob Southgate because he's always dropping names.
Oh, bro, that's what we're
Next third best. Oh my god.
Let's see if we can get 6 degrees of Rob Southgate.
Oh,
I'll send you this.
Yes. He drops enough names. Oh,
Sweet love to the timeline.
That too. Anyway, but no, it's like there's a few easy ones like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, he was in a movie with him.
I was gonna say that puts him within 2 of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yeah.
They did True Lies together.
Hell, wasn't Sinbad in that movie?
We don't talk Sinbad. You know I have that many.
Oh my god, he was in a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a couple steps away from Tom Arnold.
Oh wow! Everybody's at least 1 step away.
At least in the Midwest. Hell. All right, so
exactly.
Daredevil number 8.
Only on 8? God.
I know. Well, again, once a month, but
like it feels like it should be on like 20 by now.
I know.
No shade.
Well, again, it's still Chip. Remember, we got the first, and then they rebooted, and it's still Chip.
Yeah.
That's why it seems like it's 20, because it probably has been 20 or more, but with the same creative team, but they just renumbered.
I'm just gonna say that at least there was a lot of like action in it.
Yeah, because we actually.
I feel like we haven't had action in at least 3 years. I'm not gonna hold you.
I know. Again, it's a lot of setup, but yeah, we finally get like that Daredevil.
The hand, baby. And the Punisher's riding a dragon. What the hell is going on around here?
It's riding the dragon. Oh yes, if you're reading the Punisher's book, yeah, the hand's trying to turn him.
Not.
Yeah.
So that was like a pleasant but like awkward surprise. I'm like, somebody's been watching Game of Thrones prequel.
And again, unless it's head games by the hand, they're all going with the whole, "Oh, you were always meant to be a killing machine."
I mean, unfortunately, the right kind.
Oh yeah.
Poor Frankie.
The big takeaway I saw about this issue, I believe it was a CBR article. So, yeah, kids, remember.
Nobody's O'Brien!
Where it's just like, Cole, that cop is using, Daredevil hands him U.S. Agent's shield that he took off U.S. Agent. The big headline, we're going to have a new U.S. Agent? And I'm like, really? Because he used his weapon for 5 pages? Really?
And they fought for peace.
It's not like an Iron Man armor. It's like, okay, he picked up a piece of metal.
Chip, I do feel like he is so busy with so many different books. Like, he has I want to say he has 3 different creator-owned books. So I do feel like some of this was, and they fought for peace.
Well, again, yeah, too. I mean, yeah, he has creator-owned stuff. He's doing Batman now. This. Well, I mean.
So yeah, this definitely and I'm not complaining. I I think that Marco Cicchetto definitely really shined in this issue.
Oh, yeah.
The first time in the reboot, really, that I feel like he's given him material he uses.
Well, yeah, he can only do so much with talking heads, but this is, like you said, this was the most action we've gotten in a while.
I think it's fair, but at the same time, I think it might be able to go for it, buddy. Like, I don't really know how collaborative their process. It seems like they get along well, but like I said, there have been like a lot of talking heads, and I do those artwork a lot. And that, like I said, there's definitely in this run so far.
I mean, Marco Cicchetto, this is your chance to be like the next Frank Miller. It's like, I could all. No. I'm just saying, no, not that way. No, just like all. In an upcoming issue, I'm just waiting to see that these two are like co-plotters and stuff, and or Marco Cicchetto's like taking like half the writing off his hands and stuff. And
I mean, I feel like Chip's such a busy guy. Like I said, I don't know how collaborative their process. Like I said, we have had a lot of talking heads, so I don't know. Maybe this is like the time that he's tested it out to see how it would work.
Again,
I think it worked.
Again, I don't know much about Marco Cicchetto. I don't know if like he would want to do some of the writing, but if so, I mean, I could see that Marvel saying to him,
everybody could use extra credits because that means extra. Extra shekels.
And again, if Chip needs the help, and it's just like I could see Marvel saying, "Yeah, go ahead, take over some of it," and just make sure you run everything by Chip, just to rubber stamp it. And,
first of all, the editor.
The editor, but too, it's just like, hey, Chip, was this the direction you were thinking of? Is this, And like
I said, they it's like it's no secret nowadays they write for their trade. So I do think that it's very much like a writer's room approach, where they just try to break out the 6 at a time method.
Oh yeah.
So I think that might be helpful. Yeah, it's just Chip has so much. He does a lot of that, so I'm just like, I could go for some more action in the main 2 books with Batman, Daredevil for sure.
Well, again, I mean, I've said it before, and I think this is like the weakness everyone complains about with modern comics. It's just like nobody has time to flesh out characters because they're working on 50 million things because they're not mostly because they're not making the money. Yeah. Like if you're going to jack up prices on these books, fine.
Sure it's going to the writer.
Yeah, but send it to the creative teams and stuff. Yeah. Anybody?
We could go back to newspaper stock. Nobody cares.
No. That makes the books more valuable. If stuff can degrade, it makes them more valuable when you can save it.
There's thoughts.
Yes.
But I really have not enjoyed it. It just feels like it really came out of place.
It's taken too long.
I mean, you're a fan of Frankie Castle or you're not, and I am, but like even this is.
It's taken too long. And again, I wonder too if it's just.
Well, that's the problem with everything at Marvel.
I know.
They're dragging everything out like.
But if we're crossing over with Punisher's hand too, it probably doesn't help that's right. That's written.
That's not really helping the book.
Oh really? Well, I was going to say, but that's written by somebody else, so you have to work with their time schedule.
Their editor.
Because it's like, we can't have Daredevil defeat him too quick.
I literally gave up. What I think it was like issue of that Punisher crap. I was like, I'm out. I don't care. I'll find out in Daredevil. It'll be fine. Hopefully Electric kicks his ass. That was basically how I feel about it. I'm
sorry. Maybe I'm uncultured. Maybe I'd have a low attention span. But if you go more than like 6 issues with a theme, I'm just like, really? We're still doing this?
I thought we learned our lesson from that Spider-Man situation where they kept dragging out.
The Clone Saga for 2 years because it was selling.
Not the Clone Saga. The one that just happened. You know.
The one with Nick Spencer. With Kindred and all that. Yeah.
Kindred. Yeah. So it's like, babes, because that even though sales kind of sad, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you go years, I mean, I think we're finally going to get the answer to what did Peter do in the current Spider-Man books, and that's been. I mean, we just had issue 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it does come out twice a month, but still.
I mean, no, that's exactly way too much coming out twice a month.
You know what? I don't know if you're reading. Are you reading current Fantastic Four?
Yes, of course.
That's the way you do it. The new writer came in. It's like, what did Reed Richards do? Issue 4 came out. They explained what Reed Richards did.
Well, to be fair, Fantastic Four is in a different situation.
Yeah.
Daredevil and a Spider-Man, where it's like, we've still been rebuilding.
Yes.
That whole, specific section of Marvel. It's had some catastrophe.
Remind me, let's bring this up when we record Ultimate Spider-Cast, because, yes, we got the announcement. The most shocking issue in 50 years is coming, so let's make sure we talk about that on Spider-Cast.
Peter and Mary Jane get married again. Great.
I hope so.
That's the only shock that would really shock me at this point. We've seen it all, the Spider-Man.
Well, everyone's like, what was 50 years ago? Oh, Death of Gwen Stacy. But, yeah, let's talk about that on Spider-Cast.
But we already...
But Gwen?
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, they said in the solicit she's coming back?
I could have sworn I read that in the solicit.
Maybe that's maybe that's the shocking thing. They'll bring her back.
Maybe, I don't know. I thought we all knew that.
I thought the shocking thing is
this is supposed to be the year of when Stacey
Yeah.
That's what they said last year. So
I thought the most shocking thing is they were going to try to kill Mary Jane or something.
they know better.
Yeah, okay.
They know the fans would rage quit.
Oh no! I mean, I don't know what it'll be, but
enough with those two.
it might be interesting if they did. If they bring back OG Gwen, what's going to happen to Spider Gwen?
They can exist.
That's true.
It would be cool to actually Gwen and kind of have her kind of like.
Okay, there it is. So we're finally going to bring back the last person who stayed dead.
I just need somebody to say, "Hey, stay away from."
All right, burn the list. That's the last one who stayed dead. Hey, 50 years. That's a good run. I mean, there's people who die and come back a year later. That, 50 years is a good,
What do you think is next for Elektra though? Like, I feel like they kind of just are leaving that a little too open-ended. Like, we kind of like.
Again, once we get past this hand crap, I could see Daredevil going back to status quo because that show is going to be coming. And Elektra needs to go off on her own in her own book.
I hope they do give her her own book. I hope maybe her and Frank work together. I don't know. Somebody's got to keep an eye on that. And they're both loose cannons, so I feel like they would balance each other out. Maybe it's giving me very much Punisher and Black Widow.
She's looking for redemption. It's like, oh, well, here, let me help you.
Yeah. It's been a long time since he had a female partner. I think that would be a very interesting dynamic to take a peek at, and I hope, because man, they got to do something with that.
And especially,
they got to do something with that character.
And especially too, I mean, if Punisher sales aren't the best, and you're not sure if Elektra can hold her own book, yeah, do the team up. Do a team up book.
That's what makes sense, but
yeah,
corporations, man, they surprise me with their decisions.
But again, it's like if you're worried about a female-led book, add a male partner. If you're worried about either one of them holding sales, combine them.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you have Daredevil swing by every 6 months to a year.
He's got connections to both. Kind of really actually works pretty perfectly.
And then once Kingpin gets up the high.
That way the hand stuff makes more sense. Like,
yes.
I really hated that.
I hope that's where they're going.
And
once Kingpin starts his hijinks again.
The fist in the hand, it's just
it'll be violent moonlighting, will they, won't they?
Ooh. Well, no, I don't think that.
No.
Frank is too hung up.
Oh no, you think?
he's like F them kids, but my wife.
Oh no! The hand magic can't bring those kids back.
He doesn't care. He's like, just the wife. That's fine. just the wife.
Well, someone needs to polish that rifle with Hellfire.
Ew. Just make your hand fall asleep, and you got some shit.
Wow.
One thing I will say is that what I don't like is there definitely feels like a power mismatch in the Punisher, Daredevil, and Elektra.
Oh, what you mean with his hand powers?
Yeah.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
It's just been kind of that power creep situation.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't seem like they know what to do with the Punisher. Again, Frankencastle, this.
Take a break.
He was a freaking angel.
Been through a lot.
Again, just keep it.
We need to let the character just rest for a while until those right-wing extremists kind of find another symbol to cling to.
Yeah, there you go.
That new symbol is absolutely, and I think it's supposed to be atrocious.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that was.
I have yet to see a new Punisher shirt be put out with that symbol, so that tells me everything.
Was that part of this story? Doing this storyline, so they had a reason to change up the symbol for a while.
Nobody's biting. That's not the best.
No. Well, again, maybe that was the point.
Yeah, but I think this issue is a solid. Very curious with it.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, that story has been dragging on.
What is up with that logo? It looks like something off a lazy pirate flag or something.
Looks like Wolverine.
What?
Looks like Wolverine on steroids.
No, it looks like something like a lazy pirate that put no time and effort into their brand. Something.
Is that like a bird towards somebody? I don't know. Do we have beef with real pirates? What's going on?
Ark. Not to insult your people, but yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, Phil. You do know I live in Florida. Our football team are the Buccaneers. I literally live in a pirate cove, bro.
You know how many people badmouth your Buccaneers for no other reason? Tom Brady.
Oh, listen, I'm a Raiders fan. What are you talking about?
Oh my!
I used to be a child. Back to the 90s, baby.
All right. Anything else?
On that note.
Yes. I said we went long, but it is 50th episode, so. Oh, but speaking of Mr. Frank Castle, next month we'll be covering Daredevil 183 and 184, featuring Mr. Frank. I mean, he's in the. I'm sure he'll probably be in the next new issue too. So, I believe written by Frank Miller. So,
Ooh. So we don't have to be.
There you go. Yes. All right. So yes, kids. So send your thoughts. Send your thoughts on the Daredevil movie. We'll read them next time, or we do enough damn podcasts. All right. So yes, send your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, brand new one-stop shopping. If you want to check out our episodes, videos, social media, merchandise, or even just a list of who's on what damn show, go to our website, tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And it's in every show notes of every episode and video we do, so you don't even have to memorize the damn thing. That's where Charlie Esser goes when he wants to know what show he's on. All right. Speaking of...
He makes Tristan be serious.
Boy, what show am I on? All right. So, he's got a new hotspot. I did see that. So,
yes, me.
Check out Super Connectivity.
Boy.
Check out Super Connectivity. Hope it won't be as choppy. All right. Lilith Hellfire.
Well, right now you can only find me on one place on internet, and that's TikTok. So if you are on sure to follow, because my name is friends and follower, that's at Lilith Hellfire 69. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Yeah, she's only on TikTok. She can get that Only Buddies to work.
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch. Only friends. Somebody stole it from me.
Mr. Matt Murdock.
I'm going to the hole on principle. Tap him down.
All right, I gotta do both. No, there's the tingle. Okay, here.
Tapping my way downtown.
Tapping my way downtown.
Be sure, if you are a member of the Patreon, to be on the lookout, because we have
February
the 3rd this year.
February, yeah. Yes, February's episode will be of this, that, or the 3rd with Justin the Owl himself, so.
It's going to be a hootin' good time.
My favorite biscuit. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, in 1 month, Punisher and Daredevil punch each other in the face a lot. Yeah, I'm sure Frank Miller will be angsty. What's new? Oh my God, Will and I were talking last week, I think, on Sector 2814 about like we were saying we should talk I don't know, well, we were like big defining moments in comics, like when did the Silver Age start, and Dark Knight Returns and all that crap. When everything went dark, yeah. So we should get a round table. We should get a round table together and discuss that.
It's the day that they stopped being
All right, kids. Join us next week for another bright, shiny, happy episode. But until then, remember, it's better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Nailed it! So happy for you, Phil.
Just like Matt Murdock. I nailed it! Good night. Watch out for those alligators in the sewers.